This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Okay then, today we've got another ampsim plugin to take a look at. This is one of a couple of recommendations that I've had from quite a few people in the comments to these ampsim videos that I've been doing of late. One that a lot of people are recommending is the Scuffum S-Gear ampsim, and I have downloaded that, but can I get it to install? No. It downloads as a PKG file extension, which is one of these kind of archive kind of things like RAR or zip files. And no software that I can find will extract the files successfully. I always get an error message and corrupted files and what have you. I'm downloading the Scuffum S-Gear sim from the Scuffum website, and as I say, just every time I try and extract the files, it falls over and gives me an error message and tells me the files are corrupted. So if anybody else has got any experience of this, I would be very, very grateful of some advice in the comments section. Thank you in advance for that. So the other one, the one that we're going to look at today is again, but being recommended by plenty of people. This is the Nembrini Audio Crunk V2 amp, and what I'm going to do now is show you how I tend to set these kind of things up in Reaper to get the sound that I like out of them, and then you're going to hear some examples. Here it is. Okay then, here's how I'm going to record the guitar part. This is, generally speaking, how I always record guitar parts in Reaper. Insert the track, then insert another one, then insert another one. And what I'm going to do is, if you hover the mouse over to this side of the track here, you get that little plus symbol. Click on that, and now these two tracks become kind of slaves to this track here. So we can control whatever's going on these two tracks from what's happening here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these tracks here, these slave tracks, and pan it all the way left. This one all the way right, and on the right hand side one. You could do it on the left hand side one, but I tend to just do this on the right hand one habitually. I'm going to add a ADT, or auto double tracking delay, which I've mentioned this before, but basically it's a 35 millisecond delay with the dry signal turned off. So what's going to happen is that whatever is recorded on this track will also appear on this track identically, but 35 milliseconds later. And because they're panned hard left and hard right, you're going to get like a big stereo guitar sound. Then on the master kind of track of the group here, of the folder, I'm going to add my effects, and we're going to use the NA Crunk version 2. Here it is. And then, probably because this is going to get a little bit noisy, I'm going to add a noise gate, and there's a really good one in Reaper. Here it is, here, regate, and I've kind of got a preset saved here. This is one of the stock presets, but I've kind of tweaked it a little bit. There we go, electric guitar solo gate, and then I like to add a little subtle bit of room reverb on my guitar sounds. So there we go. That's just a little preset I've cooked up in Reverb, and that is going to be the setup for recording my guitar sounds. I just both of these tracks here to record like this, and then whenever I hit the record button, these tracks are going to record in the aforementioned manner, and get that big stereo delay on them. So let's start having a play around and see what sounds we can get. So there you go. I mean, definitely more my kind of ampsim, I would suggest. Not just because it's free. I would happily pay for something that gave me that type of sound. The reason I like it is because it's just an ampsim. It's not like an ampsim and a pedal board and, you know, a whole bunch of effects and stuff. I've got a bucket load of effects. I've got delays, reverbs, choruses, flanges and everything just kind of inbuilt into Reaper, which is how I habitually use these kind of plugins. So I don't need all of that replicating. That said, I do like the Native Instruments guitar rig, and that comes with a bucket load of effects. I just find that particularly intuitive to use in terms of dialing in the effects how I like them. But generally, I tend to prefer, you know, the amp sims, which are just kind of directing all of their efforts at sounding like an amp. So yeah, I like the Crunk. I'm not sure it would be my go-to choice, though. It is. Well, to be honest, did anybody else think when they were listening to that the clean sounds seem like a bit of an afterthought? You know, I mean, they're usable, but it's, you know, you're certainly not getting that that big, warm, crystalline, pure, transparent, clean sound that is, you know, what I tend to prefer. Whereas you can get that out of the Blue Cat Freeamp, which is a similar kind of thing. It seems very much the Crunk V2 is a high gain voiced kind of amp sim, and you could hear in those lead examples at the end that my noise gate was struggling a little bit. I'd have to, if I was going to use that amount of gain, I would have to you know, redial in the noise gate, or if I was wanting to use that amount of gain, I would probably just use the Monster VH4 preset in Bias Amp, which just the inbuilt noise gate in that just kind of handles things superbly well without any real, you know, kind of having to tinker with it. So there you go, folks. That is the Nembrini Audio Crunk V2. Not a bad little amp sim. I will probably find a use for it at some time or other, but, you know, still top of the tree as far as I'm concerned in terms of just getting the sound that I want, using the delay and stuff that you saw described earlier. I'm just going to say the Blue Cat Freeamp. It's still, for me, my favourite, although I would say this one, the Crunk, is a close second, a very strong contender. So there you have it, folks. That's today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments section below, as I'm sure you will. You usually do. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and give me a like as well, because it all kind of helps a little bit. If you want to support the channel, check out the links in the description box below. You can enroll on courses, you can join the Patreon, all manner of stuff that you can do to help me keep the lights on around here. Thank you very, very much if you're already doing that. Much appreciated, and thank you in advance if you're thinking of doing it. And with that, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. I look forward to seeing you all again next time around. Stay well, folks. Stay safe. And above all, stay sane. Bye for now.